Number 9, as we continue through the top 10 of our favorite Zelda songs of all time, I'm going to tip it off, and some people will be able to pick up on this. Earlier, when we had our number 16, Ballad of the Goddess, I mentioned there was one other song in our top 10, or somewhere in our list, that was another Zelda song played backwards. Does that help anybody?
I think so. I know it's kind of like the opposite of high. It's low.
It is. It is low. It's Lorule Castle
Ah,
from Link Between Worlds.
Gotcha.
This should not have been. I think I told Michaela about this one. She's like, "Yeah, I remember." And
Wait,
then,
what
like,
did you tell me about this one? No, I put this on my list,
Oh, did you?
jerk.
Okay.
Yes, I accidentally put field. I put
Wow.
field because I was typing. No, I put
Oh.
castle and I put field. I took off castle on accident, even though I meant to keep
Okay.
castle
so I was
and
right,
take off
but
field.
confused.
Yeah,
Yes.
she voted for it higher than you did, so I don't know how much guff you can give her.
Right. Okay. No, that's fair. This song is great. This
song is
song
so
is
good.
the best song in this game, and rightfully epic with where it plays in the game. The big thing of this song, though, is how it builds. It builds through 4 stages, each one adding different sounds and voices, and to this like crazy crescendo as you go deeper and deeper into this final area. It's awesome.
We talked about how there are plenty of examples in video games where the music helps, whether it's it playing through an important dungeon so you don't come in and out of battles and it just keeps going, right? This is kind of the other example of it, sort of like a couple other songs in the series where it builds on itself, so where each time you complete part of this final dungeon, it adds this new layer, this new instrumentation to it. I mean, you can already hear it now. We're in the second phase, and like
the hook
it's
alone
building.
would have been fine.
Yeah.
And then but it keeps building every time. It's so good.
And the hook is really good, and this is Hyrule Castle backwards. So again, following the themes that we see throughout the series, and it makes perfect sense given the whole inverted nature of this game. That's perfect. In fact, go check this one out because it's one I think it's a little bit tougher to hear than the Ballad of the Goddess Zelda's Lullaby thing. There are versions of this on YouTube that are backwards. I thought about playing it, but it's fine. But check it out because it's really neat what they were able to do with this to flip a pretty well-known theme on its head and use it in a brand new way.
There's part of me that doesn't like that. It's like, wow, how creative. You already had a song. Now you just played it backwards, and you're like, yeah, we're going to roll with it. But it sounds so good. And there are different like things that they do to add to it, rather than just like, we're just hitting play in reverse, and that's it, and then we're releasing it. But I think it's what they add to it that really makes it something. And at the end of the day, if it works, it works.
You've unlocked the cheat code there, Shaun. It's just, hey, flip it, da da da, we're done.
Yeah.
No, all the additions to make it its own song, and then when you break it down, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I hear those notes, but they're just that way. Oh wow, it's music making with music theory that is something that I wish I understood better.
What's interesting is that the part that's backwards is really the synth in the background. It's not the lead. It's not the melody. So like it's used and you can pick up on it, but they composed a whole other track for it. And I don't know. To me, like this was the crowning achievement of a game that I liked quite a bit. Obviously, as a big Link to the Past guy, I was already excited for the prospect of a sequel. But to kind of tie everything together in what was a really good ending of the game, a fun dungeon, there's a lot to like here. 4 of us voted for it. 2 of us chose incorrectly.
Yeah.
I never played the game. Sorry, I'm one. I didn't play the
Dan,
game.
you're allowed to do your homework though. I
What are
do
you
want to say, like going forward.
I absolutely listened to this song, and it did not catch me in a way that I would vote for it. So
That's
sorry.
actually worse.
Yeah, not helping, I'm sure.
I had other songs that I liked a lot more.